Okay, so please welcome Michael Prosser, CIO and co-founder of TwinEdge Bioscience. So the floor is yours for only 4 minutes, please.
4 minutes.
Yes. You can go directly there. Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I will stick to my 4 minutes, or do my best to. I'm a bit of a walker normally, so forgive me if I stray. TwinEdge Bioscience. So, Genolier, we have a problem. Everybody knows, as we've already touched upon, the cost of developing new treatments, new pharmaceuticals, and the times involved. But I would like to put that in context of clinical trials. If we look at the current oncology clinical trials, and we look at the success rate of programs entering clinical trials, only 5% of compounds currently entering clinical trials reach approval. And that's an incredible number. Looking at the 95% that fail, well, what does that equate to? That equates to somewhere in the range of $50 to $60 billion spent on failed clinical trials. This is just in oncology. In terms of patients, it's an estimation of close to 1.5 million patients on clinical trials, on trial for programs that are not approved. What's going on? First of all, this is a question of trust. If you look at what's needed to approve a trial, of course, well, we know this. We know that phase 3 clinical trials, typically in the range of 3,000 to 5,000 patients, that data is going to provide the necessary significance of statistical approval to make the drug approved. However, the decisions on what's going into clinical trials, we're basing that on preclinical data. Typically 4 to 8 PDX models. Phase 1 trials, maybe 30 to 50 patients. It's a very small data set, and these are the decisions that these are the data sets that we're making decisions upon. How are we going to change this? Well, clearly we need to make better decisions. We need to make better decisions on which programs are moving into clinical trials, and clearly we also need to make better decisions about that target population. Let's start with the end in mind. This is what TwinEdge is seeking to do. We have set out to build a population of digital twins, digital avatars. This uses prior knowledge networks based on the understanding of cancer biology and patient-specific data. And we combine these to bring insight to decision-making around hypothesis testing, mechanistic insight, biomarker identification. But the key thing here is that we can do this at scale. We can build large-scale populations and make these available much, much earlier in the drug development process. And this is what we've been doing. Although we've not been around for very long, we've already developed an avatar collection of over 10,000 digital avatars across multiple different cancer types. Here's an overview of the current collection. This is building on a daily basis. We hope to be at around about 200,000 individual digital avatars by the end of next year. So far, we've done some further investigation, particularly looking at the breast collection, using HER2. This is a poster that we presented this week at the EPFL. And if anybody would like a copy, very happy to provide that. In terms of our industrial integration and engagement, we're working with CROs, we're working with data providers, and we're working with industry. We're very happy to have Roche up here. It sounds like we have similar challenges. We're also looking, of course, for investors. I'm very happy to speak to anybody who would be able to help us. So, the key here is to make better decisions and start with the end in mind. We need to bring that clinical insight earlier and throughout the drug development process. If we do this, we can make better decisions. If we make better decisions, we can improve the success rate of clinical trials. With that, we can help more patients, and with that, we can build more trust in healthcare. I'm going to leave the last word to Georgie Peepbox. All models are wrong, but some are useful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.